Hello YouTube! Have you ever wondered what to do with these little strainer bowls that come in the Healthy Choice dinners? Until I took a picture of them and shared them with my friends, and then it dawned onto me that the design inside looked like a flower. My first bowl, I used this same cream color and a blue color, if you'll remember. I used cream and blue. For this bowl, I'm going to use a peach color and the same cream color that I used on the first one. And I'm going to start with the flower in the middle, so I'm going to start with the cream. I just got a plastic needle here, and I just start at the bottom, and I pull my thread through to where I've got just a little bit, because when I get done, I'm just going to tie the two pieces, the beginning and the end one, in a knot. And I just went straight across. So it makes a crisscross shape. On the bottom of the bowl. And then I come back through. Oops, sorry about that. And just crisscross again. Now you can go clockwise, counterclockwise, however you want. This is just the way that I'm going on it. See how crisscrossing in the middle. I guess this one would go over here. And it is a recycle project that you can, recycle something that you might have sitting around, which is always a good thing. Alright, now that I'm back to the beginning here, basically I'm back to the beginning, because I've gone all the way around. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to go around the center of the flower. And I'm going to make sure that I make it a solid circle all the way around. And since my tail's on this side, I'm going to go up this way. Alright, I'm almost done here. Okay, now I'm going to turn this over. Now I know these both come out of the same hole, so I'm going to snip my yarn. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one, I'm going to pull it back under here. That way I can tie these two. Just tie it in a couple double knots. That way it won't come undone. And it won't pull itself back through the hole. Just like that. So turn it back around, and we've got our center of our flower made. Okay, I've cut off some of the peach yarn. That's cat hair. My cat likes my yarn. I'm estimating, I didn't measure it, I just pulled it out and cut it. I probably cut off about 4 feet. It's probably more than I need, but I'd rather have too much than not enough. There's other designs that you could probably do besides the one that I did with the blue. I'll show you that again. I'm going to do that same type of design again. I just wanted to make sure that the flower had petals. Kind of looks like a windmill or something too. But anyway, just pick a hole and start with that hole. Same as before, you're going to want to pull your yarn through. And once again, we're going to want to leave a tail, because what I did with that one, I started and I stopped basically at the same spot. So therefore we can tie the ends together and we won't have to worry about it pulling through or anything. Same thing, I'm just going to back stitch. that. And then I went over 3. One, 2, 3. And then from here, I must have a knot in the yarn. I went back down. Do I have a knot? Yep, there's a little knot right there. It's not gonna matter in this project. Back down to the, oops, back down here to where the center of my flower is. Okay, now there's my first petal. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to skip over to the here. Because we're going to have 3 here in the middle between the petals. So I've got the 3 holes in the middle of the petals, or in between the petals. I'm going to skip over to the next hole, and then we're going to go straight up. Better hold that loop. Better hold that. Don't forget to keep hanging on to that so it doesn't come out. We're going to go straight up. Just like we did on the first petal. Okay, there's your 2. We're going to go over 3. That's 1. 2, 3, and then from here we're going to start going back down to the center of our flower. So we're just going to go down to the next one, back up into that one, and down into this one. Okay, there's our second petal. Now go ahead and continue on until you get back over here to the last petal, and I will catch up with you there. Okay, I'm just about to finish up this last petal. Sorry, my camera moved on me. There we go. About to finish up this last petal. I promise I'll get better at making these tutorials as I go along. This is the second one that I've made now, and I think this one's been a little bit easier than the last one. Alright, now that I've got the petal done, what I want to do is I want to go around the center to finish up the blue part of the flower. Well, in this case, the peach part of the flower. So, there's my beginning. Oh goodness, what I do. Okay, there's my beginning string. So, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go around clockwise this time so that I don't have to wrap my yarn. So, we're just going to bring the yarn up there. And same thing that we've been doing, just the basic back stitch. So that it finishes off those petals and makes them complete. Okay, almost back around to the other side. And once you reach the other side, we're going to finish it off and tie our strings together on the back. Okay, now we finished it off all the way around. Gives it a nice little finished off look. Here's my 2 ends. So I'm going to cut this thread. And we're going to tie these 2 ends together in a couple of double knots. That way we'll hold the yarn so it doesn't come undone. And then I just snipped it off pretty close. Not all the way close because I don't want it to come undone. And there you have the bottom. And there you have the inside. Now we're going to do the zigzag around the edges. Alright, same thing. I cut myself off some more yarn. Again, I probably did about 4 feet. What I'm going to do is, it doesn't matter which side you start at top or bottom. All we're going to do, maybe I'll start the other side so we can see it. I'm just going to go through here, just zigzag it. Make sure you hang on to your string at the bottom here so it doesn't go all the way through. And we're just going to zigzag all the way around. Top, bottom, top, bottom. Okay, I'm here. I just have a few more stitches to go. I've got 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go right back into that stitch that we were in, that we just came from. And we're going to go back up here, just go in reverse of what we had going the other way. That way it gives us a nice little V design around the edge. Okay, I've got 1 more to go, and it's that bottom stitch right there. Now we've come all the way back. We have a V shape all the way around. And I probably, out of the yarn that I pulled out, I've probably got enough to do the other side as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my yarn, and we're going to tie a knot right here. Just tie it a couple, 3 times, 2 or 3 times, so that it's secure and it won't go anywhere. And then snip. Not too close, but fairly close. We're going to do the same process on this other side. So we're going to start there at the top. Don't forget to hold your tail. I'm just going to go at an angle all the way around. How's your second side coming along? Did you have any trouble with it? Was it pretty easy after doing the first side? I know the only trouble I had this time around was I got in a hurry, and when I pulled my needle back through, I got it caught in the loop, but it was no big deal. It wasn't too hard to fix. Alright, last hole. Got our V-stitch all the way around. Turn it over. Snip the yarn and tie it off. Cut my ends. There you have it. You have a quick, easy, simple recycle project that would make a lovely gift for somebody's birthday, Christmas, anniversary. There's many possibilities on color combinations. I see I've got a peach one and a blue one here. There's many possibilities on the designs that you can make with these. I just happened to start with a flower. If you make one of these, leave me a comment below. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial.